How's it going, everyone? My name is Snow. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, I hope you stick around. We recently hit our first big subscriber milestone of 1,000 subscribers. I just want to take a moment to thank each and every one of you for watching my videos, for liking, commenting, and sharing them with your friends. Y'all have just been so amazing, and I love each and every one of you. Thanks for being a part of this little community. Okay, so in honor of 1K, I wanted to do something super original, never been done before. It's called a You Ask, I Answer video. I think it'll be pretty revolutionary. Anyway, we're doing a Q&A. I thought it'd be fun, so here we are. I'll be working on a build in the background, so y'all have something interesting to stare at while I ramble. Let's get started. Okay, so I asked y'all on YouTube and on my Instagram story to ask me anything. So it could be Minecraft related or something about me and my personal life, just literally anything. See what y'all could come up with. And y'all asked some really good questions. So I'm going to start out by answering the Minecraft related ones, and then we'll dive into the ones that are more about like me as me. Okay, so the first question asked, what is my favorite Minecraft build? Okay, so this is a tough one because I am really proud of most of the videos I put out. There are some from, right when I first started that I'm like, those are a little rough, but it's where I was at the time, so I still love those too. But I think my favorite is my Haunted Mansion build from last Halloween. A fun fact about that one is before I ever even launched my YouTube channel, I launched it back in December of 2020. That's right. Yeah, that's right. And back in October 2020, I started kind of playing with this design for a Haunted Mansion build. And then I revisited it in September of 2021, tweaked it, and got it ready to go up for Halloween in 2021. And I was really, really proud of that build. I really love that video. I really love the design. I did like this whole exterior for this really creepy grounds, and I love that video, but it is probably one of my lowest performing videos. So that speaks volumes. So if you are into fall and like spooky season and all that, I know we're still several months away, but if you're feeling those autumn vibes yet and you want to go check that out, feel free, or hold off and in October go check it out. But I really do, I think that's my favorite build. All right, the second question is, what do you find most difficult about building? Okay, this was a really interesting one. I was actually having a conversation with somebody else in the building community, and we were talking about how we're always a little overzealous about our builds. So we start out being like, all right, we're going to do something small, we're going to be able to do it fairly quickly and be able to provide more content, but we always end up going way bigger than we intended. We always end up scaling up more than we meant to. We just get a little too excited and we just keep adding to the build. So that's probably my problem. Like the Viking build, for example, it had 3 sections to it, like that smaller one in the very front, middle right behind it, and then that really large one that kind of made up the majority of the build. It allowed me to do a really intricate, cool interior that I loved, but it did not need to be that big. I did not plan for it to be that big. So it ends up taking more time, which I don't mind, but I think that I am a little overzealous when it comes to designing the builds. All right, so the third question is, how do you go about designing your builds? Okay, so the short answer would be, first I think of a color palette. I lay it out on the ground. It's normally 9 colors in a 3x3 square, and I just kind of play around with blocks that I'm interested in. I will get inspiration from block palette Instagram accounts, and then kind of tweak from there. And then I come up with an outline of the base of the build that I want to do. Now I create the actual base, figure out the texturing, then I make the roof. I do any remaining exterior details, so windows, rubble piles, leaves, farms, stuff like that. And then I do the interior. Now the long answer is I normally get inspiration from like other builds. So for example, I just did the Cottagecore base transformation, and it had an amethyst storage room, and it was pulling in jungle vibes, so it had a very purple and green color scheme, and I was like, oh, I've never thought about building purple and green before. So that actually inspired the build that I'm doing right now, is wanting to do a like starter-ish cottage out of that purple and green color scheme. So yeah, I get inspiration from some of my other builds, and then like everybody else, I get inspiration from Pinterest, and real life things that I see too. So that is how I go about designing my builds. A lot of trial and error. A lot of trial and error. Okay, so those were all of the Minecraft Center questions, and now we're going to gear into this section that's more about like my other hobbies and like my personal life and things like that. So the next question I have is, how many Disney earbands do you have? So this is probably my favorite question. I am a big Disney fan. I love the Disney parks, and so I have a lot of Disney ears, those headbands that look like Disney ears. So how many do I have? Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Okay, so I have a traditional mini pear, a Lion King pear, an Ariel pear, a rose gold pear, these floral light up ones, this Cottagecore one that I just bought that I thought also kind of had Pride vibes because it uses rainbow colors. I know I'm reaching, but it made me happy. And then this frozen pear, which I actually took a photo off of the internet because this pear is in a box at my parents' house and I didn't want to make them dig out this pear and take a picture and send it to me. So here's this. But yeah, I have a lot, and I'm actually going to be going to both Disneyland and Disney World this year. That was not the plan, it's just landing that way, and I'm very excited about it. So, you know, by the end of this year, that will probably be a much higher number. But right now, it is 7. All right, and the next question is, do you have a pet? So I also love this question. Oh my gosh, because it gives me an excuse to talk about my babies. I do have a pet. I have 2 pets. I have 2 cats, Virgil and Bowie. Virgil is 4 and Bowie is 3. Their birthday was last month. They were born on the same day but a year apart. Well, that's the guess. Their estimated birthday. And I adopted them from a shelter in Austin back in, it was 2019. Yeah, 2019. And they are my whole entire world. They are the sweetest cats that you will ever meet. They're the sweetest animals that you will ever meet. They're always with me as I'm recording this. I'm sitting in my closet to try to get, you know, better audio. And they are both laying right outside of the closet door. They are just always with me. They're very, very sweet. They're so silly. They have just the best personalities, and I feel incredibly grateful that I got them and they chose me, and no, I love them. So if you're thinking about adopting, definitely go to your local shelter and check out the cats and dogs and other animals that they have there, because adopting is so, so important. There's so many animals looking for a home. Adopting my 2 cats was the best decision I've ever made. Like, they're my entire world. I love them so, so much. So 10 out of 10 recommend text. Now the next question asks, do you have a boyfriend? So this requires just a slightly longer answer because I have to tell you all my sexuality, and that is I identify as pansexual. So that basically means that your gender identity doesn't have a direct effect over my attraction. So it could be guys, girls, cis, trans, non-binary, gender neutral, gender fluid, just anywhere on the gender spectrum. So long story short, I do not have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or any romantic partner at this time. All right, the next question. This, oh my god, they said, "What's your dang TikTok?" Okay, listen, I don't have a TikTok as Snow. I have a TikTok as me. Spoiler alert, my real name is not Snow. That may come as a total shock to so many people that that is not my real name, but I have an account as me, but I don't post anything. It just like I just lurk on TikTok and I watch videos. So, you know, me posting my TikTok as like an account for y'all to go follow would not be of any interest to y'all. The only thing that y'all would learn there is my sexuality because I have the pan colors there. So y'all already have that. You know that now. So you're fine. I promise. You're not missing anything. So the next question kind of goes with that, and they ask, when can we expect a face reveal? So I haven't shown my face on the internet yet. Like, I haven't posted on my TikTok, I haven't shown my face on YouTube or on Instagram, but I would be open to it for sure. I have thought about it, and I'm pretty secure in the decision that yeah, I will show my face someday. So we can set a goal. A lot of YouTubers do that. They're like, if we hit X number of subscribers, I'll do a face reveal. So I feel like the sweet spot, even though it feels like light years away, but if we hit 100,000 subscribers, if that day ever comes, I will do a face reveal and I will tell y'all my real first name. So if that's something you'd be interested in, share my content with your friends, I guess. And hopefully one day we'll get there and I will do that for y'all. So we shall see, but it is something that I'd be willing to do. Now we're on our last question, and I felt like this was a really important one to address, and they're asking, why are you taking so much time posting videos? So what I think they mean is, like, why is there so much time between videos? And that's a really great question. I would love, more than anything, to be able to provide content much more frequently for y'all. Now I'm going to let y'all in on a little secret that I've shared a few times before, but I have a full-time job. Boo, adulthood. I graduated from college a few years ago. I went to business school and I got a BBA in marketing, so I currently am working in a corporate job in a marketing department, you know, full-time job. So I do Minecraft just every free moment that I can. I do it in the evenings when I get home from work. I'm working on it on the weekends. Like right now I'm recording this, it's 10:20 p.m. on a Wednesday. So I just do it when I can and try to provide that content as frequently as I can for y'all. But I'm really, really hoping that someday this is my full-time job. As excited as I was about getting a business degree when I was younger, now that I'm living it, I've realized that this is not the path that I necessarily want, you know, sitting in the office under the fluorescent lights for 8 to 9 hours a day is not my favorite. So I love being able to be on here and interact with y'all and be creative and just like make fun and occasionally funny content for y'all. So this is definitely the end goal. And I'm hoping one day that this will be my job and I'll be able to make content much, much more frequently for y'all. So just bear with me. Y'all are definitely my priority, but I have to keep that full-time job because bills and living costs money, unfortunately. But thank y'all so much for supporting me, for still being there even when it takes me a couple of weeks to get videos out. I really truly appreciate your support. I appreciate your patience. Y'all are amazing, and I'm incredibly grateful for all 1,000 plus of you. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'm so excited to see what the future has in store. In the meantime, I'll be here doing what I do and appreciating all of you. And I'll see you next time.